Shaquille O'Neal spent his first $1 million NBA salary in 30 minutes.
When I go buy a $150,000 car, no negotiations. I don't know nothing about negotiations. Guy could have told me $200,000, I would have bought it.
Yeah. Back in 1992, a 20-year-old Shaquille O'Neal signed his first NBA contract and promptly did what any young millionaire might do. He blew through his first $1 million in 30 minutes. In the time it takes to watch an episode of Inside the NBA, Shaq went on a spending spree, loading up on cars and jewelry like he was in a real-life video game. But don't worry, the big diesel wised up fast. He hired financial advisors, learned the art of investing, and hasn't looked back since. Today, Shaq is worth a whopping $500 million, and he's making more in retirement than most NBA players do in their prime. Over his 19-year career, he racked up $292 million in salary and more than $200 million from endorsements. Because, let's be honest, who wouldn't buy sneakers, sodas, or pain relief patches from a 7 feet 1 inch giant? And even though he hasn't played in over a decade, Shaq still rakes in about $60 million a year from endorsements, business ventures, and investments. Off the court, he's built an empire, owning stakes in everything from Google to Papa John's, plus a ridiculous number of franchise businesses. Throw in his TV gig on Inside the NBA, his rap albums, and his occasional movie appearances, and it's clear, Shaq isn't just a basketball icon, he's a business powerhouse. Not bad for a guy who once spent $1 million in half an hour. NBA superstar, Shaq's dominance and big moves. Back in 1992, Shaquille O'Neal entered the NBA as the first overall pick for the Orlando Magic, and he wasted no time making an impact. Just a year later, he snagged Rookie of the Year and became an all-star starter, something no one had done since Michael Jordan. By his second season, Shaq had already led the Magic to their first ever playoff appearance, and in his third, he took them all the way to the NBA Finals. In 1996, Shaq made a power move, signing a 7-year, $121 million deal with the Lakers. This was the beginning of one of the NBA's most iconic duos, Shaq and a young Kobe Bryant. 3 straight championships from 2000 to 2002, with Shaq winning Finals MVP each time. By 2004, the Lakers' dynasty was crumbling, and Shaq got traded to the Heat. Instead of chasing a max contract, he took a 5-year, $100 million deal. Because he wasn't just after money, he wanted another ring. And he got it in 2006, leading the Heat to their first ever championship alongside Dwyane Wade. From 2008 onward, Shaq's NBA journey turned into a whirlwind of one-year stops. He landed with the Phoenix Suns, but for the first time since his rookie year, he missed the playoffs. After that, he bounced around, playing a season with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, then wrapping up his career in 2011 with the Boston Celtics. At his peak, Shaq was pulling in $27 million per season, but his impact on the game? Priceless. Beyond basketball, Shaq's wild ventures and big business moves. Shaquille O'Neal wasn't just dominating the NBA in the 90s. He was making moves in music, movies, and more. He dabbled in Hollywood, starring in Blue Chips and the legendary, for all the wrong reasons, Kazam. He even popped up in TV shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm and The Parkers. But Shaq wasn't just an actor. He was a platinum-selling rapper. His debut album, Shaq Diesel, shocked everyone by actually being a hit. In 2023, he released his first single, Bang Your Head, from his debut DJ album. Shaq has also been all over the business world. He's been investing in stocks and real estate since the 90s, but his biggest flex? In 2019, he joined the Papa John's board of directors, scoring an $8.25 million payday in salary and stock while personally investing $840,000 in a 9-store franchise in Atlanta. And that's not even his only restaurant gig. He's had stakes in Krispy Kreme, Five Guys, and Auntie Anne's. Back in 2013, Shaq even bought a 1% stake in the Sacramento Kings for $5 million, which he later flipped for $11 million in 2021. Why? Because he wanted to endorse WinBet, an online gambling company, and NBA rules wouldn't let him be both an owner and a paid promoter. And while he's made a lot of smart investments, not everything was a slam dunk. Like his involvement with FTX, the now infamous crypto exchange that collapsed in 2022, wiping out billions, including Shaq's own stake. King of endorsements. If there's a product to sell, Shaq has probably endorsed it. Pepsi, Reebok, Carnival Cruise Line, Icy Hot, you name it, he's pitched it. His commercial lineup is so long that listing them all would take longer than one of his free throw routines. Dr. O'Neal? Yep, that's a thing. Not just a baller and a businessman, Shaq also took his education seriously. After earning his master's degree from the University of Phoenix, he went one step further, getting a doctoral degree in education from Barry University, and he did most of it online. Shaq's personal life, big family, bigger heart. Shaq married Shawnee Nelson in 2002 and they had 4 kids together, Sharif, Amira, Shakir, and Miara. He also has a daughter, Tahira, from a previous relationship. The couple filed for divorce in 2007, reconciled, and then officially split in 2009. After that, he dated Nicole Alexander. Flavor of Love fans might remember her as Hoops, and later model Letitia Roll. But that relationship ended in 2018. His son, Shaquille O'Neal, is keeping the family legacy alive, signing a 6-figure deal to play for the NBA G League team Ignite. And proving that Shaq's heart is as big as his shoe size, he paid for the funeral of NBA legend George Mikan when he passed in 2005. Real estate, Shaq's homes are as massive as his personality. For years, his main crib was a 35,000 square foot Orlando mansion. He originally listed it for $28 million in 2018, later dropped it to $19.5 million, and eventually sold it. But Shaq's real estate empire extends far beyond Florida. In Atlanta, he owns a 15-acre estate he purchased in 2017 for $1.115 million. In Los Angeles, he snagged a Bell Canyon home for $1.8 million in 2018 and later put it on the market for $2.5 million. In Vegas, he picked up a $1.95 million mansion in 2021 after his son Sharif joined the G League team Ignite. More recently, in 2022, he expanded his portfolio with a $1.5 million home in Carrollton, Texas. Cars, Shaq Diesel doesn't just collect cars, he hoards them. The man owns 40 cars, because why not? And given giant frame, he gets some serious help from West Coast Customs to make sure he actually fits in them. His garage is stacked with an Apocalypse monster truck, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Cullinan, a Lamborghini Gallardo, and a 1963 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, just to name a few. One of his latest flexes, a custom one-of-a-kind carbon fiber wide-body Cybertruck. But one wasn't enough. Shaq went ahead and picked up a second Cybertruck so he could keep one in Atlanta and the other in Las Vegas. And just when you thought he was done, it turns out he now owns a third. At this rate, Tesla might as well rename it the Shaq Truck. And trust me, this is just a glimpse. His garage is packed with even more insane rides. And that, my friends, is Shaq Daddy and his finances. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know who I should cover next. And whatever you do, definitely don't subscribe to the channel. Until next time, cheers.